Happy Aloha Friday, everyone, and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host, Chad Owens. We made it through another week. Congratulations. Hope you guys are finishing the week strong and gearing up for an amazing weekend. We got an amazing show for you guys today, as always. But like we always do, I have to say mahalo to Long's Drugs for all of your support. Let's make Long's Drugs a part of our day. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. Reese Nagaoka has an article in today's Honolulu Star-Advertiser highlighting the two finalists in the Manoa Cup, Punaho's Raya Nakao and Kalani's Kaneshiro. They are best friends off the course, but in the finals, they're going to be competing against each other. Here's an interesting stat for you guys. These two golfers are the future. Well, they're already here. They're at the top, but they've finished 1 and 2 in two previous events. This will be the third event this year that they're finishing 1 and 2. So look, you are looking at the future of golf. These two women, these two young ladies are on the rise. So good luck to the both of you. Don't let this competition, take anything away from the friendship. I know it's not going to because you guys have been there before, but I know that they're going to have a good time out there. Golf is supposed to be fun. Sports, it's a game at the end of the day. It's supposed to be fun, and when you're having fun, you're loose and you play your best. And so good luck to those two. On the men's side, just have to mention defending champ Peter Jung is taking on Andy Okita. Good luck to you guys as well. Cindy Lewis has an article in today's Honolulu Star-Advertiser, I guess paying tribute to I'm going to call her the great Dr. Donnis Thompson, a pioneer, a woman who was way ahead of her time. She was a former UH athletic director, and she stood at that time, years ago, for women, equality for women in sports. A time when, women were still looked upon as secondary. You cannot compete with the men. You can't do the same things that these boys can do. And she got backlash from it years ago. But because of her self-belief and because of what she was trying to do, her leadership, her self-integrity, and her consistency is what led to what we all see today and have today. So, Dr. Thomas, hey, rest in peace. You stood for something at that time that many didn't really know. They didn't know what you were doing, but you had a vision, and it was because of your vision these young ladies today have that equality. And yeah, hey, there's still some battles. Let's just be honest. There's still some battles in certain parts of the world. There's still some battles in certain sports, but it has come so far. And at the University of Hawaii, we just want to I just want to personally commend all the female athletes for just being bold. There's more and more young ladies today stepping up and being vocal because, hey, that's what equal opportunity is. Everyone has a voice. Every athlete can inspire other people. Every athlete has their backstory, has their struggles that they've overcome. And, because of people like Dr. Donnis Thompson paving the way, these young ladies today can thrive. So we thank you again so much. Make sure you guys take a look at this article. It is something very, very special. For all athletes, the goal is to become a professional, to make it to the top, to become elite. And for a bunch of young men, that dream just came true as the NBA draft was underway yesterday, and the number 1 overall pick by the Orlando Magic was University of Duke's center, Paolo Banchero. Right? He got to be coached by one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach in college basketball, Coach K. Listening to this kid's post-draft interview, he was at a loss for words. You could tell that he was just so in the moment, almost in disbelief. Yeah, you dream about this moment as a kid, And you fast forward all these years, all the hard work, all the preparation, all the practice, all the weight training, all the conditioning, all the games, all the adversity. And here you are, hearing your name get called. Number one. Yeah, that's something very special, something to be celebrated. His mother was sitting right there next to him, and they both were just, seems like, in shock. But when all of that settles, I know it's going to hit him and athletes. Hey, Paulo, you as well. You have to be proud of all the work you put in. Because it took just that. A lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice. So celebrate that. But that's only for a small moment because you got work to do, right? Being the number one overall pick, yeah, there's some expectations. People are going to want to see you and see all the eyes are on you, right? And I want to rewind because it's funny because this just happened, and I saw this on social media. I saw this on Instagram, and I believe it's because the Orlando Magic had the number one pick. And back, I can't remember the draft year, I'm sorry, but you guys are going to know this person. The Orlando Magic selected Big Shaq Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, number one overall from LSU, and we all know what he did as soon as he came in, right? His physical dominance, breaking backboards, dunking on everybody, his physical presence. You know, he was in the movie Blue Chips, right? Remember that? A blue chipper is what we call the 5-star athletes today. Those like rare breeds, those diamonds, right? Shaq was a blue chip, and he came in, he walked the walk, talked the talk, and he was all of the above. And we all know him today as, hey, he's an announcer, but he's a character, but he's legendary for what he was able to accomplish on the basketball court. So it just brought back some memories of like, man, the number one overall pick, he came in and made the impact. He came in and showed that, hey, this is why you selected me number one. And not to put any pressure on my man Paulo, but you know, just know that, hey, you got to use that as motivation. You're number one. The hunger has to become more. The drive has to go further, right? You're going to work harder than you've ever worked, right? Not to prove everyone else wrong, but to prove yourself right. To prove to the Orlando Magic that they made the right decision. And so, hey, enjoy the moment, all that work, all that fun stuff. It's going to happen, right? Because you've been doing it your whole life. Playing for Duke, that's basically playing in the league. So all those things, all those lessons that Coach K taught you, he was preparing you for life, but he was preparing you for the next level, for the NBA. And so congratulations again, man. Get that work in and go have some fun. You're about to live your childhood dream. Enjoy it. We're all big fans of Marvel, all the superheroes, right? We get to watch on the big screen and dream of, man, maybe I could fly. Maybe I could be invisible. Well, we've got real tangible heroes in the world, real people. And that was the case, you know, the other day at the FINA World Aquatic Championships when American artistic swimmer Anita Alvarez fainted after she completed her solo routine. She fainted right there in the swimming pool and started to sink to the bottom. And her coach, Andrea Fuentes, noticed that she wasn't breathing, noticed that she was just sinking. No lifeguards jumped in. I mean, who knows? They might have thought that this was part of her routine. But the coach knew that it wasn't. She dove fully clothed, shoes on, everything, right into the pool, got her at the bottom of the pool, brought her up. Alvarez is okay today. She's fine. And according to her coach, Andrea Fuentes, she said this is not something that's uncommon. It happens. You know, I guess the exhaustion from the performance. I get exhausted performing on land. Now you add the elements of water, the crowd, just the moment, right? I guess it happens, but hey, Coach Andrea Fuentes is a hero. Real life, tangible person that did a heroic act. And so just another example of just the instincts, right? I don't know if she's a mother, but something about that motherly instinct kicks in. And so I just wanted to share that story. It is scary. That's scary. But shout out to a real life hero, Coach Andrea Fuentes. And that is it for today's show. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Mahalo again to Long's Drugs for all of your support. Let's make Long's Drugs a part of our day, and let's make it a part of our weekend as it is upon us. Let's pop in there and get some weekend essentials, right? I always encourage you guys to relax, reset, recover. Well, guess what? Long's Drugs has a lot of those things that can help you do just that. Enjoy the weekend, guys, and see you all come Monday. Aloha.